Y'all, I almost quit my job yesterday. I almost quit it. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup while I tell y'all a little bit about what happened. So I'm gonna go back 3 months ago. I had some health issues while I was on my job and while I was on the phones, and they gave me a hard time when I was telling them that I wasn't feeling good. And even the customers was like, I said, I can't take this call. I'm going to have to let this call go. Could you please hang up and call back? Because I was sick, like emergency sick that I needed to go to the ER. And they were like, well, you need to do this. You need to get the paperwork. You need to do this. I'm like, child, I don't even know if I want to come back to this job, right? So I end up going to the emergency room, and then they send me to specialists and doing all that kind of stuff like that. Right, so kind of putting a little bit of my business out there, but not a lot. Anyway, I went to the different doctors, from doctor to doctor, and different specialists and all kind of stuff. Right, and end up having to be off work for almost 3 months. Right, I'm just trying to see why my pencil is not. And let me tell you what I'm using. I'm using a Revlon Color Stay eyebrow pencil. So there we go. So I was like off work, didn't know if I was gonna go back, didn't want to go back. Um, so when I did, when my time ended for me to have to go back to work, then I had reached out to my supervisor. And let me tell you, they were the supervisor and the supervisor, and everybody was reaching out to me. Some more, you're supposed to be coming back on this date. And I'm like, let me call the people who put me on this leave and say, what is my return date? And so they told me, and I had to end up texting them. I didn't want to because I felt like, that's your job to reach out to HR. I was really fed up. I'm like, I'm off work and I'm not feeling good. You bothering me about when I'm supposed to come back to work? And so anyway, we got that taken care of. Started back working, right? Started back working. All right. So, and when I went back to work, before I went back to work, I had informed my supervisor that I didn't recall any of my credentials, my login credentials, and that I was going to need some training, like to be refreshed on what it's like 3 months of being off work. That stuff went out the window, especially if you didn't know you was gonna come back. So I wasn't thinking about the job. I wasn't thinking about, oh, I need to remember this. I need to remember that. I was just like, maybe I'll find another job in between, but I didn't. What I did find was somebody saying, "Get your behind on YouTube," and that's what I was like, "Oh, okay." I had been on YouTube since 2011. That started in 2011. Yeah, and so I was like, "Yeah, let me just start posting again." So I did. I started, but then I got a burnout. So as I went back to work, I know that I wasn't gonna be able to devote myself to YouTube and TikTok. Yes, I'm on TikTok, trying to thrive over there. And so the first week I did not work at all. Like, I'm waiting for the IT team to contact me. I'm waiting on the other team to contact me, and we're going back and forth via texting and all that. So I got paid for that week. Thank the Lord for that, right? So second week, we started finally getting into the system where I could actually log into my computer. I wasn't able to log into anything. And so got into it. We finally got into it, and I was like, okay. Then we had to start training. Started the training to like a refresher course. I got back in there, and I was like, okay, cool. And I'm like, just to relearn that stuff again at the same time. So while I'm doing that, I was I got sick again last week. Not the same sickness, but to where I couldn't get up out of the bed. And I was like, okay, let me, let them know that I'm in and that I'm out for the day. Okay. All right. My husband said, you want to go to the doctor? And I'm like, no, I don't want to go to the doctor. I'm like, I don't know, but I should have. But anyway, I get to work and we in our training. We're in our class, and the trainer, she actually gets out of the thing out of the class and called me. So she called me. So this is what I'm doing. I have because I'm just going up under my eyebrow. So she called me and she was like, how are you doing? I'm glad you're feeling better, blase, blase, blase. What she really wanted to tell me that, sister, you getting rolled up. Not written up, but an occurrence. And I have never, ever, never, ever, ever, never have I ever had a write-up or an occurrence and stuff. So I was like, what is this? I'm acting all brand new because I really was brand new because I did not know anything about it. So I was hot as a firecracker. Couldn't wait to go on break to tell my husband that I was quitting. I'm quitting today. I'm not going back. They can have this job. They can have this job. And the Holy Spirit was saying, okay, you're trying to cut off your nose to spite your face. Don't do that. So I know that that wasn't the right thing to do. I wanted to, y'all. Each and every time these jokers be making me mad and doing some underhanded evil conniving stuff. So she was like, you'll be great. You'll do right. Oh, just don't miss any other days. I'm like, but hey, how can you, if you don't feel good, if you go to the hospital, you can't call in because you're at the hospital and they are actually working on you or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to come here and let y'all know, baby, uh, almost let go. Y'all know that song. So I almost let go. I felt like I just couldn't take this job anymore because Sister Girl was about to be like clock out and never come back. That's the way I felt yesterday. I felt that way. My husband was like, see, you should have went to the doctor. So I'm like, oh man, I ain't trying to hear that. We don't like hearing stuff like that, do we? Like, I ain't trying to hear that, but it's true. Maybe I wouldn't have got the occurrence, or maybe I would have got a less occurrence, but she took me through these different steps or whatever so that I could fill out this form and all that stuff, and she should have gave it to me the day before. She wanted me to give her some grace, because she didn't do it on the day that she's supposed to been doing it, right? I gave her some grace. I gave her some slack or whatever. I'm like, okay, it's all good. It's all good because even though I hate this job, I know that God has a purpose and a plan for my life. And I know that I can't abort. I can't abort it prematurely because if I do, I'm messing up everything for the future. I'm trying to make a permanent decision based on a temporary situation. When I'm trying to say, I'm just going to quit this job, then what I'm going to do? I don't have another second job. I don't have another job. I'm putting some Revlon Kiss on my lips because my lips are dry. And it protects and coats your lips. Not only that, you get a hint of color as well. So yeah, child, I was a PO'd sister. Yes, I was PO'd. I was mad, and I was ready to walk out away from my computer and say, y'all can come, y'all can send the postal services to get these computers, monitors and stuff. You can have it. And that's the way I was feeling yesterday. But the Lord said, don't cut off your nose to spite your face. Just deal with it. You can be all upset and mad, but still, when your break is over, take your end back to that girl. What I did. And I know that all things work together for good to them that love the Lord and those who are the called according to his purpose. So I understand that, hating a job, not liking the treatment that you're receiving. I don't, like I stated in my previous video that you can watch, I said that I like serving the people. I like serving the customers, but the treatment that we get from the micromanaging, and the fakeness of making you think that, oh yeah, they care for you, they care about you. You can be there almost. People can be there on their jobs for years and years and years and don't get uh, uh, the right type of treatment. But here I am. It's not even 2 years for me, and I can see that corporate world. To be honest, the corporate world, they don't care about. They do not care about people. They don't care about nothing but that dollar. And you can tell them I said it. I sent you out there to tell it. They already know. We know that they don't care anything about us. It's about they're providing a service and they're using us to provide that service. And by any means necessary, if they need to um, push out 1,000 by the end of the day, they're gonna push you to get that 1,000. Actually, they're gonna try to make you get more than what so they can say, look, we've done 1,100. You asked for 1,000, so we use our people to do it. But there is no appreciation. There is no awards. There are no rewards for us doing exceeding our jobs. Like they don't care for us to. Um, they don't care about that. They do not care about that. So I just wanted to come over here while I'm doing my makeup, maybe get out and go do a couple of couponing deals. I don't know if y'all see my gray eyelash, but I have gray eyelashes, and I've been having gray eyelashes for years. And so what I do is to kind of cover them up just a little bit. I use L'Oreal Luminous mascara because that seems to be the only one that works for me. The other ones make my eyes burn and irritate and everything like that. So, but yeah, y'all, these jobs make you want to walk off and leave it. But then you also have to think in your mind, you have to bring yourself to the forefront and say, look, what are the consequences if I just do this? If I make this rash decision because someone made me mad, then what's going to happen? And so you have to think about that as well. You have to say, okay, then I won't have a job. If I don't have a job, then you always have to have another, even if I chose to leave, and whenever the Lord allows me to go, it's going to be already another um, plan or another job or another situation or other finances there to sustain me. But it would not be wise, and I'm just going to tell you, it is not a wise decision to just leave your job unless the Lord. Make sure, I'm not talking about your husband, your wife, your kids, your family, your best friend. If God does not tell you to leave that job, I'm going to ask you to stay because he has not told me to leave. So I'm going to ask me to stay. No matter how bad it gets, no matter how bad I feel, no matter how much I want to leave, I can't until the Lord open the door. And so we have to make sure that we are doing and walking in the path which God has called us to walk in. And this eye is always eyelashes are so wild on this side. But yeah, don't walk off on your job. Don't leave your job until the Lord tell you to. And hang in there, no matter how tedious it may seem. Hang in there, no matter how you might want to just walk off. I think I got some PTO time, so if I wanted to leave, if I want to take a day off, I can use my PTO in advance. Let them know, and just focus on looking for another job or focus on coming on YouTube, posting on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. They say YouTube is helping small content creators. What? So YouTube, help me out. Help us out. Push this video out, YouTube. I need you to push this video out to let people know, don't quit your job, even though you don't want to be there no more. Don't quit your job because you hate it. Don't quit your job because you don't like the supervisor. Don't quit your job because somebody on the job made you mad. Don't quit your job. So YouTube, I want you to push this video out, and I want you to let people know that they can watch this video and let them know that don't give up until God has opened up a door. No matter how much I hate my job, which I don't like it. But anywho, God knows all things, and all things will work out for my good because I trust in him. All right. And I don't recant anything. I still do not. I do not. But let me tell you about this before we go. So I was at this other job that I really, 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 really loved. I loved it. I was an admin office assistant, and I was doing my thing. Yes, I was doing the thing. And my boss hired this person that came and wreaked havoc in that facility. And it just irked me so bad to where I really, really, really just really did not want to be there. I was like, God, when? God, when? Oh my God. I was complaining so much to where he went and told a story on me and lied. And so they let me go. And they let me go for like you kept on this jerk who was doing some illegal and unethical things, but you let me go. Okay. But this is the reason why I believe, because when you are constantly going to God and complaining, and that's what I was doing. I was like, when I'm leaving, when God, when you gonna get rid of him, or let me leave if you don't get rid of him. And so God said, okay, you wanted that, you want it, and I asked for it, you asked for it, you got it, and it wasn't a Toyota either. So yes, I did draw my unemployment, but I would have rather have stayed at the company who I was working for rather than to draw unemployment, because then you still have to look for another job once the unemployment runs out. Okay, so be careful. Even though I say I hate my job, I'm still working here, and I'm not on the job complaining. I'm not giving the customers a hard time and telling them about, as a matter of fact, I'm encouraging them to stay with the company that we work for, because you could be walking off and leaving, but I said, nope, stay here. Give us a chance. Give us a chance. Like, even though they're not giving me a chance, give us a chance. But anyway, I was still positive and trying to, keep it on the up and up. So I know that things will work out. Things gonna work out eventually, and I trust God. I trust Him with everything within me. With everything within me. Y'all may hear me say some things about this crazy, retarded place where I work. But I tell you, until God opens up a door, because we going to get the house. Y'all, when I told you, I said we're going to have a house in 2025, I'm going to come back on here and show y'all. Because I'm not just doing an affirmation. I'm not doing a manifestation. I'm standing on the word of God, because the Lord said I can have what I say. And He said, this is the confidence that I have in Him, that if I ask anything according to His will, He hear me. And so if it's according to the will of God for me to get out of where we are right now and get into our own space, it's His will. It's His will. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Yep. So I don't want to put too much makeup on, because I'm not trying to take it all off, because I just want to light to cover up my imperfections if I can for a little bit. And regardless of what y'all might say, I'm not a makeup artist, but I just like covering up the imperfections as much as I can. Yep. But I just want to say thank you so much for coming on to my video and watching my channel and watching my videos. Come to my channel, watching my videos. Y'all get it? Okay. Thank you for coming into my channels and watching my video, and I appreciate you. I would appreciate if you would comment and give me some feedback on it, y'all. I'm giving out some things that I know that, giving some personal information out, and I hope that people can relate to what I'm saying, so that you also, I know you might, can you relate? Is this relatable to you? And some people may have walked off on their job. Some people may feel like they want to leave their job. Some people may have walked out on their job. But we have to be in God's timing to do what He wants us to do, when He wants us to do it, and how He wants us to do it. So I'm not leaving, guys, until the Lord say. I just have to have my time. Like I've been saying, a change mindset, having a change mindset about everything, regardless of how I feel about this company. I'm here until God says, daughter, it's your time to step. And guess what? When he says step, I'm stepping. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or night or any time of day you may be watching this video. I hope you are having a good sleep, or you're waking up refreshed, revived, renewed, restored, and go about your day and just being the best that you can be. And when you get on that job, be the best that you can be. Give out that good information for them people, and don't quit until God says time to go. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.